Hello, Diargos here, and welcome to my new Factorio series, now in version 0.15. This is I guess a lot of things have changed in the game with this update, but for me, my favorite change is the nuclear power and uranium that's been added to the game. A lot of other things have been modified, changed. Science has really undergone quite the overhaul. So that'll be different. Let me just tell you real quickly about the map that I'm on here. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to run down and start this burner miner while we get going. No. So let's see. Need some iron axes to start. So with this map, well, this series, what I want to do is just explore nuclear power. The series is called the Manhattan Project for that reason, and I expect to make a Megabase, and I will talk about that in a moment. But first, let me describe to you the settings for this map. I'll put the string in the description of the first video here. So there's different world presets now where you can have like Death World and Rail World, and I don't know, there's others. I don't remember them off the top of my head. And I wanted to do the Rail World one because of two reasons. One, as you go farther away from your starting point, I started like right here. This is the first map I generated. The deposits get larger and more rich or something like that. And then the other thing about Rail World preset, which I kept, was the biters will not respawn and move into areas that you've already cleared. And in fact, I decided to more or less turn biters off for this series. They're still in the game. I mean, you can't see them here, but they're probably out there somewhere. But I turned off pollution, mostly because I don't want to have to deal with biters, but also because it'll help late game with UPS and keeping everything running smoothly. Then I also turned off evolution so that the biters I don't have to deal. I mean, just another way to turn. I didn't want to turn them off completely. It might be kind of fun to clear them out of an area, but in this world, in this alien planet they're landing on, the biters are mostly harmless wild animals that aren't going to come and attack me in the middle of the night. But if I want to move into an area, I have to clear them out first. That's you can say, the role-playing premise. So this series is going to be really based on, that's so cool, look at that, it glows in the dark. That's great. Really going to be based on creating a Megabase with an emphasis on creating lots of nuclear power things. I'm still going to have obviously some a huge solar farm, right? So I also, for that reason, created a map that has basically the best possible options for deposits. These are very frequent, that's why they're just everywhere. They are very big, very rich, everything from stone, iron, copper, coal, oil, and uranium. Water is very low and medium, I think. Now you can see, like, this is as big as uranium gets with the presets, so I mean that's not a lot compared to, say, copper or iron. Look at that new map feature where you can see how much is in the whole deposit. There's 20 million, 23 million there, 8.2 million. That's just really great. But you can see uranium is pretty sparse. Now with oil, this is very big, very rich yields. Wow, 1,046%. What they did was they changed oil a little bit so that now it degrades slower, but it will produce more oil, but there's fewer of the crude oil deposits, I guess you could say. Man, I need a rock. Is there a rock anywhere? I need a big stinking rock. I don't see any. I'll just mine some from here, I guess, while I'm chatting. Yeah, so oil should be fine. I hope it's balanced to where it's more or less the same as it was, or better, because oil was kind of a pain in the butt to deal with, and not in a fun way. I mean, it wasn't too bad though. Another cool thing about oil is now you can convert coal into oil with, I think, just coal. I mean, I think you might have to have something else to get it started, but it should be to where you can just do coal. Okay, I need 2 of these and create 2 more of those. And I've got this very nice, convenient starting coal thing here. I don't want to put it's not big enough for really as much as I want to do, but it is kind of nice to have it right here next to this iron patch. Kind of get started. Okay, so as I'm talking and thinking at the same time, let me tell you a little bit about my plan. My plan for this is I will create a starter base. Unlike my last series where I had just one base the whole series because I was going after achievement. In this base I want to create an actual mega base, a huge base. Lots of production, lots of science research going on. But the first base I'll do in my general starting area where the resources are a little bit lower and smaller, and use those up as I research science and get basically get up to where I get like logistic bots, and I've got everything, you know, I've got blue belt, I've got all of the essentials kind of done, right? Where I'm no longer just trying to work on improving things up. Okay, we probably want to build all of those. Okay, we need, let's see, some coal, and we'll just kind of dump that in there for now, and let's do some more of this iron. Okay, split that up. I didn't get that much coal. Okay, and I think what I want to do is create 4 more of these and have 8 up here. I think that'll be nice. What else? I need more stone. I will do that actually like this. I do want the stone now. Oh, okay, cool. Create that box. That's convenient. Queue up. I'll do it like this. Get 2 going so we can go quickly. All right. What was I doing? I need. Okay. All right. Just kind of checking to see where they're at. Let me grab this, and now I can create some more burner miners. And we'll set up some right here. Let's do it up a little bit so that and we will start you off. I'm gonna pull these up there. I want them all in one big row. I know this is close, but it's fine. Not a big walk. This one is all about, this series is all about creating the big base and not worrying too much about having to deal with finding deposits. In my last series, I had one stone deposit that was really about this size of this coal patch. Not kidding. Had to carry me through the entire game. It was kind of a bummer. I didn't get to do some of the stuff I would have preferred to do. Did I use all of that on that? Oh, there we go. Okay. All right, let me grab some more of that iron before I walk off. And what's next? Some more these. Let's create. We'll create 2 copper and 3 more. Put 2 more copper down, or 2 copper down and 3 more iron down. You don't need a whole lot of copper at the beginning. Okay. Build up on that. Those up. All right. And let's do 3 more right there. Oh, already out of coal. And we will create, we'll do 4 more. coal. Just kind of get things started real quickly. All right. To come back and refill those in pretty soon. Somehow I got, I did 4 more? Okay, that's right. Okay. Keep that going. And we'll create a couple of these. Where do we want to put the copper? Right here. Man, see, this is nice, having everything real close. But one downside is I'm going to have to deal with building over patches just because I don't have a lot of space. So, I mean, I guess that's not a huge downside. I can always pick it up and move it later. And especially if I plan on, you know, iterating my bases so that I have, you know, my first base in this area here and then like move over somewhere, I don't know where. I have different bases as well, like one for handling a train station for furnaces, importing ores and processing that, one for maybe uranium and power and dealing with any kind of uranium enrichment, you know. Actually, I have a Manhattan project. Kind of fun. Okay, we got lots of coal now. Getting these up. And you are out of the good stuff. Alright. I think they need some as well. Alright, what can I build now? Oh man, so they changed so much stuff. It's so great, but now there's, I think it's one boiler for 2 steam engines. That's the ratio. And I don't know how many water pumps. Maybe like 1 for a bunch of these. I have to look that up. Science is different now. The science packs are, I don't remember. That's still the same. And that's still the same. Well, what's different? I thought green packs were different. I feel like that's the same. I know one of them takes an assembling machine now, like blue science. Maybe it's blue science where it starts getting different. I swear I looked this up, but now I don't remember. Okay, we do want to get a radar going as well. First thing I need to do probably is get some power going. So we'll do 2 steam engines, 1 boiler, an offshore pump, a science lab. Then we probably also want to build some small electric poles. Need some wood for that, and let's say a couple of these, a couple of those, and we'll also want some stone furnaces as well. We'll need a bunch of those. And then I'll just chop some more wood here because I'm going to need that as well. I'm really looking forward to getting in with that uranium though, right there. I'm just eyeballing it over and over again. I keep gazing longingly at its beautiful green color. I'm going to make so many atomic bombs. Really scale up as high as I can, I think. Now that 0.15 is finally out and the long wait is over, I'm super excited to explore all of these new changes. I couldn't help myself. I did, you know, look up some stuff, watch some videos on people doing it, but I wanted to keep a lot of it kind of new to me. I think the most important thing for me to know are the ratios for like power, right? I don't want to be really inefficient with power, so I made sure I looked those up. At least the 2-to-1. That's different now. I mean, we can still calculate those, I guess. All right, everything crafted. I feel like that went pretty quickly. Let's see. I guess I could just start right here. We can move that if I want. Okay, we'll put you like, give you lots of space right there. And then the way that this works now Okay, that's neat. All right, and then one there, and if I put it right there, it'll work, but I can't pass through it. I think I'm going to do that. I think. Do I want to do that? Kind of takes up a lot of space. Can I put a power pole? Yes, I can't put a power pole in between them if I connected them up, I think. Because they're all the same width. So I think I will do that. And then that way I can put a power pole right there. And I should be able to, yeah, see, I can put another steam engine down. I think that makes sense. Okay, and then that will connect both of those, right? Yeah. All right, you have some of that. Let me grab this real quick. Okay, so we want some stuff in there. And we can pull this down, I guess. Might work that way. Let's go this way. Okay. Just kind of scatter this out a bit. We'll put science right there. Okay, so we've got power, right? All right. Looks like we do. And I should probably create some of these. What do I need to do? Let's see, research. Okay, look at all this cool research. So, yeah, automation sounds pretty good. Just want to look, though, and see where is blue science? Where's blue science? Don't remember. Trying to find after oil processing or before. Advanced oil processing. Okay. Used by labs for research. Yeah, great. I want to go to it. Okay, well, oh, look at that. So there's atomic bomb. That's going to be so great. It's expensive, though. 20 processing units, 10 explosives, and 30 uranium-235. That's the expensive part because there's two types of uranium, 238, and then you refine it and you get 235 very, very rarely out of it. So you have to have a lot. It takes a long time to do the enrichment process, and then on top of that, it's very rare even when you even once you have it. So we'll see how well we can scale that up, though. I think that'll be fun. Let's just dump as much as we can in here. All right, I still have a few left over. Cool. There we go. Something else I learned is that now the laboratories can pass through science packs, so you can have a chain of them with inserters, and they'll just kind of like you used to do with boilers and the burner inserters, where they would just pass one coal to the next boiler and grab it. So that's pretty cool. But look how cool this looks. I like this. This is a cool change, I think, at least graphically. Okay, what's next? So we've got science going. Now we can got some more iron and copper. We can build some more science packs. So I'll build like 10 more, I think, because I need 10 for that, and I think I started with 6, and probably like here we'll do like 15 more to start. What's this? I saw something. What is that? Iron stick. That's a new iron stick. Okay, that looks a little bit different. That's a little thicker now. Okay, so the next step for us is, now we've got power, we can start building electric mining drills, and probably more importantly, we can start going with the processing, so we don't have to do these anymore. So where do I want to put up, not processing, smelting. Where do I want to put my smelters? Here's a pretty decent spot. Not too bad. Jeez, look at that. That's great. Probably fill in a lot of this as well at some point. And here's another candidate spot that looks pretty good. This is long. I think I'm going to go here because this is long. And I'll go horizontal. I usually like to go vertically, but with so many patches of resources around, I'm not going to really try my hardest to not build on top of them. I mean, if it makes sense, I will, and if not using it. But I'm going to try not to just build right on top of especially a copper or iron. Coal, yeah, it's whatever. I don't care. Definitely not uranium. Okay. Dump you guys. All right, let me go drop this off and my radar before I forget. Get that going. Okay. And nah, I think what I need to do is I need more of these furnaces. Yeah. We'll just get an initial line going, and I'm probably gonna want some belts, some inserters as well. Kind of just start this process. Okay, so I think I want to feed them this way. I've got lots of room up here for assembling, so I think I'll just kind of feed out here, and then I'll do a lot of my assembling in this area. Okay, so there's our first science. We want lights, turrets, no. Walls, no. Okay, we could do logistics. Electronics might be good. Steel could be very useful. Let's do laser. Let's just start with optics. That's fine. I'm gonna take a while anyway. It'll be done before I'm finished. All right, let's just lay some of these down. Whoops. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 12. Let's keep going. Okay, it's at 14. Can lengthen that then later. Okay, so that'll be my standard kind of smelting setup, where you've got the coal and the ore on the outside, and then the output on the inside. And just coming from my other series where I had exoskeletons and bots, you know, it's just so funny because I'm used to running faster and being able to build things with blueprints. Okay, so we'll start on this side, I think. And we're going to need more belts. And that's interesting. So we can't... It doesn't start with splitters. I don't remember... Is that always true, or does that change? Now I'm questioning everything. I thought that you had splitters and underground. No, I guess not. I guess I just always researched that pretty quickly before I really get started on this stuff. Okay. We can go build that next. Oh, I do have an assembling machine. Let me build a couple of those now that I have that. And I can kind of somewhat automate that. Just put in a box of copper plates and grab all that. I'm gonna keep that producing for now. And as well, grab some copper. Okay, I'm gonna end the episode here. In the next episode, I'll continue with my setup of my initial base, and then we'll eventually get to move on to greener pastures somewhere where we'll set up our Manhattan project. So thanks for watching and checking out this series, and I look forward to seeing you in the next episode.